Well, hello again. I'm Molly and I'm here with Chris Hilliker, and we're going to take a break and talk about appliances. And Chris is a machine repairman of large appliances, washing machines, fridges, ovens, dryers. And I'm going to ask you a personal question right off the bat. Chris, what kind of washing machine do you have?
I have a Maytag Dependable Care that was made in 1980. Now it's 30 years old, so it still has 30 years left in its life because it was made to last 6 decades. And the first family that owned it were a family of 10. And they had the machine for 3 decades, running 24/7, and it never broke once, not once.
Now, do you have to treat this washing machine differently, or?
No, it was made to be bulletproof. When they sold that machine, the salesperson had a big heavy chain, and he would slap the machine and say, "This won't chip, it won't scratch, it won't dent," because it was made to last a lifetime.
Okay.
Over that life, you may replace a few small parts, but then you're not throwing away the whole machine, which really, that saves a lot of waste for the planet.
Now, how do I know if I'm looking at a machine that just it's not working for me anymore? How do I know it's worth keeping? And as a home owner, how do I know that it's worth the phone call to a repairman, because I'm going to have to pay for them to even ring the doorbell, and that's a bit of a commitment. What do I get from having a repairman come over?
You get to know for sure what's wrong with it, how much it'll cost to fix, and that's important. Sometimes it's something very simple. I've been able to help people with free advice. They look on my website and see the tips, or maybe they email me and I give them some pointers, and then they find out, hey, my machine's not broken, I'm just adding too much detergent, or I need to stop putting coins in my pockets or something. Other times it could be something very, very simple. For example, when the door switch breaks on a dryer, the dryer won't heat and it won't tumble. So from a regular person's perspective, it looks pretty grim, but the cost to repair a little lid switch or door switch is much, much cheaper than buying a new machine. So sometimes if people just go ahead and make their own decision without professional advice, they could waste hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Not to mention getting rid of a perfectly good old machine that has decades of life left in it, and then taking a gamble, buying a new machine where, who knows, what if you get a lemon?
Let's talk about that quickly. New machines are sold to us with the promise of being energy efficient and being green. Now, what does that mean in the mechanics of it?
Okay, so the machines may use about 30% less water. They will spin faster, so that removes more of that water from the clothes before they go in the dryer. Now that saves energy because the dryer's not running as long. But because the chassis or the body structure of that machine was only made to last about 7 years, it means that it's going to end up in a landfill sooner, or being recycled or scrapped sooner. So that generates more waste than appliances ever did before. On the old machines, you keep the whole machine and replace one little part. On the new machines, we get rid of the whole new machine, and it ends up making all this waste and costing people more money than appliances ever did for our parents or our grandparents.
Yeah, you want to pass that washing machine on in your will, it sounds like the one you have.
Yeah, the one I have, yeah.
Okay, well, we've been speaking with Chris Hilliker, who is helping me to look at my appliances a little bit differently and have a long-term relationship with them. And we will check in again. Cambie Appliance can be found online. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all your common sense.